Good morning, sir, and all of my friends. Today I'm going to present my presentation about the teacher's talk in online learning verbal interaction using the FLANDERS interaction analysis category system. My name is Kristina Sianturi. My ID number registration is 220-332-1031. The subject is public speaking. The lecturer is Johannes Jefria Gultom, S.Pd. M.Hum. The first slide, I will read the identity of the journal. The title of the journal is The Teacher Talk in Online Learning Verbal Interaction using the FLANDERS Interaction Analysis Category System. The writers of the journal are Johannes Jefria Gultom and Lastri Margareta Nebaho. The university is Universitas Negeri Medan. Introduction. As the world is facing the COVID-19 pandemic, teaching and learning process could only be done through lesson by online. Having a different environment could be resulting in unfamiliarity and staggering. This was also found in the research observation in an online classroom by one of the English teachers in SMP Ahmad Yani Binjai. In the observation of forgetting the primary data, it was found that the teacher's talk that occurred during the classroom interaction mostly was an entire influence. The teacher focused more on asking questions, invitation the student to talk, and repeating students' response, and then also making jokes to make the class to be more joyful. Concerning the situation above, the research aims to investigate what type of teacher talk applied to the student during an online verbal interaction in the classroom, and how is the realization of teacher's talk during an online verbal interaction in the classroom based on FLANDERS interaction analysis category system. In FLANDERS interaction analysis category system, teacher's talk was divided into main types, which are in dire influence and indirect influence. Therefore, the research carried out research entitled Teacher's Talk Online Learning Verbal Interaction in English Classroom using FLANDERS Interaction Analysis Category System, or FIACS. Review of related literature. Classroom interaction. Noni 1994 states that through interaction, students will be able to increase their language skills and level as interaction provides a lot of input and output through listening and speaking, encourage students more in using the language, and provide student acquisition and acquaintance with the language. The types of classroom interaction. There are three types of classroom interaction. The first one, teachers-learners interaction. It is between teacher and learners. The second, learners and learners interaction. That is between student and student interaction in classroom. And the last, teacher and whole classroom interaction. And then online classroom. With the growth of online education, teaching the online classroom has evolved as well. The concept of online learning is used to only describe learning through internet technology. Online teachers are critical in ensuring that students are not isolated and that effective online environment are created. Bolden 2016. The types of teacher talk. There are two types of teacher talk. They are response and invitation. Response. The first one, accepting feeling. Accepting feeling means accept and clarifies the tone of student in an untraining manner. Feeling may be positive or also negative. Predicting or recalling feeling are included. The second, praises or encourages. Praises or encourages student action or behavior. Jokes that release tension, but not at the expense of another individual. Nodding head or saying or go on are also included. The third, accept or uses ideas of student, clarifying, building, or developing ideas suggested by student. As teacher brings more his own idea into play, saves into category 5. And then ask question. Asking question about content or material or procedure with the intent that student answer. And then invitation. Invitation, there are 3. The first one, lecturing. Giving facts or opinion about content or procedure. Expressing their own idea, asking rhetorical question. And the second, giving direction. Giving direction such as direction, comments, or order, which students are expected to complete with. And the last, criticizing or justifying authority. Statement intended to change students' behavior from unacceptable to acceptable pattern. Bowing someone out, saying why teacher is doing what they are doing, extreme self-reference. Blenders interaction analysis categorized system. Blenders interaction analysis system is an observing instrument that classes teachers and students' verbal behavior as they interact in the classroom. Blenders interaction analysis categorized system is a 10-category communication system that is believed to cover all communication scenarios. When the teacher speaks or teachers talk, 2 categories are utilized when students speak or pupil talk, and the 10th category is silent or confusion. And then methodology. This research is used the descriptive qualitative method with the naturalistic inquiry approach. The descriptive qualitative methods are considered to be relevant to this research because this study involved with the collection and analysis of the data to explain the existing occurrence with the natural context. The data were taken from a classroom interaction in SMP Ahmad Yani Binjai between an English teacher and the 8th grade students. This is one of the private schools located in Binjai, North Sumatra. Data analysis. The data analysis, there are 2. The first one, the types of teacher talk applied in non-verbal interaction. According to Flanders 1970, teachers' talk can be classified into types, namely direct influence and indirect influence. Based on the data identified, it was found there were 165 or 60 plus 20% teachers talk that belong to direct influence, and there were 109 or 39.78% talks that belong to the indirect influence. The second, the realization of teachers' talk applied in online verbal interaction. Based on the analysis of the data, it was found that there were 6 out of the 7 types of teacher talk based on Flanders interaction analysis category system. The overall talks produced by the teacher themselves were 274 talks, in which the most dominant type of interaction was giving the direction with 63 talks or 22 past 90%, and the less dominant was accept or use ideas of students with 35 talks or 12.77%. The discussion. In analyzing types of teacher talk and the realization of teacher talk used by the teacher, this research used the FLANDERS interaction analysis category system, which claimed that the 7 types of teacher talk are then categorized into type of influence, direct influence, and indirect influence. Where direct influence, the reason why the teacher talk was used by the teacher were analyzed based on Krasen 1989, who states that the teacher's several reasons for the teacher to use teacher talk in the classroom, which consists of influencing student acquisition of foreign language, influencing the student participation in the classroom, and also to motivate the student in the classroom. The conclusion. There are 3 conclusions from this journal. The first one, the findings of the result were 6 types of teacher talk were applied by the teacher during an online verbal interaction in classroom, or accept feelings, praises, encourages, accept or uses ideas of students, ask questions, lecturing, and giving direction. The second conclusion is the most dominant type was giving direction, and that is 63 times or 22 past 90%. Criticizing or justifying authority was not found in the interaction. And the last conclusion is, in addition, there are 3 reasons for the teacher to apply the teacher talk, namely, the first reason is to influence learners and to acquisition of learning language. The second reason is to influence the student participation in the classroom. And the last reason is to motivate the students in the classroom. So that's all the presentation that I can explain. For your attention, I would like to say thank you very much.